Folks, my name is Richard. You are watching the Stable Center, and today I'll be covering Chainlink. Full disclosure, I do own Chainlink, but nothing I say in this video is financial advice. In today's video, we will discuss the first ever Chainlink ETF being filed by Bitwise, as well as the United States government choosing Chainlink to help publish economic data onto the blockchain. We will also do a quick update on the Chainlink Reserve, as well as conduct some risk, regression, and technical analysis to determine bull market price targets for Chainlink. Okay, so Bitwise Asset Management has officially become the first firm to file for a spot Chainlink ETF in the United States. Bitwise's Chainlink ETF will hold Chainlink directly, with Coinbase custody serving as the cryptocurrency custodian. This is very similar to BlackRock, another asset management firm, selecting Coinbase custody as the cryptocurrency custodian for the BlackRock Bitcoin ETF. Investors can even use Chainlink tokens to create or redeem shares in kind, which is definitely a big deal. It's the first time any financial institution in the United States has taken this step with Chainlink. This move comes amid growing interest in altcoin ETFs and adds to Bitwise's track record of launching successful Bitcoin and Ethereum funds. But the filing is just the first step. Next comes the SEC's Form 19B-4, and we will be monitoring that very closely in the future. In other massive news, the United States government has tapped Chainlink and Pyth to publish official economic data like real GDP and the PCE inflation index, as well as real final sales directly on chain. As part of the Department of Commerce's push for transparency, key macro stats from the Bureau of Economic Analysis are now flowing on chain via Chainlink data feeds, with Pyth also involved in GDP distribution. This opens the door to programmable finance. Think just decentralized finance protocols, adjusting rates based on inflation, real-time trading bots, tokenized bonds, prediction markets, and much more. Now, a quick update on the Chainlink Reserve. As of August 31st of 2025, the reserve has grown to about 193,000 Chainlink tokens, worth roughly around 4.5 million US dollars. The average cost basis sits at $21.90, showing steady strategic accumulation. You can see the growth curve in August, multiple step ups throughout the month as more and more link tokens are being added to the Chainlink Reserve. Remember, this reserve is funded by Chainlink's own revenue sources, both on-chain and off-chain, so every increase here signals continued network adoption and financial health. Okay, so let's move into the short-term analysis for Chainlink. Nothing much has changed since the last Chainlink update, despite all the bullish news. And the reason for that is that Bitcoin still has not found support or solid footing. This is something that I've been saying now for a few weeks, and Bitcoin has now dropped 13% from its all-time high. The good news, and the reason I am still expecting a much larger altcoin season, is that usually when Bitcoin drops 10% plus, altcoins like Ethereum and Chainlink usually drop 25 to 30% plus. And Chainlink and Ethereum over the past few weeks have just been trading sideways, which in my opinion is a sign of strength. From a technical perspective, price still remains sandwiched between the two white trend-based fib extension areas that we have been talking about for a few weeks now. The first white trend-based fib extension area covers the white 1-to-1 to white 1 to 1.13 trend-based fib extensions, which span between $19.46 to $20.98. The second white trend-based fib extension area covers the 1.618 to 1.786 trend-based fib extensions, which span between $27.80 to $30.63. So long as Bitcoin struggles to find support, I still maintain that Chainlink will trade in between the two white trend-based fib extension areas. Taking a look at moving averages, the 50 daily moving average in light orange is still trading inside the white trend-based fib extension area. Remember, moving averages often serve as a liquidity point for a potential reversal. It should be noted that the previous Chainlink correction back in July actually bottomed near the 50 daily moving average in light orange. This is further evidence that if Chainlink does continue to see more downside over the next few weeks, the white trend-based fib extension area between $19.46 to $20.98 will most likely hold as support. Now, in today's video, I will outline the third and final trend-based fib extension area that covers the 2.272 to 2.414 trend-based fib extensions that span between $40.53 to $43.99. Once Chainlink manages to blast past those levels, Chainlink can finally start focusing on hitting my first bull market price target of $60 and hopefully much higher. Now let's move over to some indicators starting with market cipher B. Just a quick refresher on this indicator. The blue waves are the momentum waves. The green and red waves are the money flow waves. And the red and green dots on the blue momentum waves are sell and buy signals respectively. As you can see on screen, the money flow waves over time are forming higher lows and higher highs. So with the current money flow being very much in the green, indicating more and more smart money is flowing into Chainlink over time. Additionally, we can also see the blue momentum waves are forming higher lows over time, which is bullish as well. So don't be so short-term focused on daily price action and learn to play the long-term cycle. Chainlink is seeing increased institutional adoption on all fronts, ranging from its Oracle services to its CCIP services. Okay, so let's move over to the risk and regression analysis. So if you take a look at the right-hand side of your screen, you can see various risk levels. The colder colors, like blue and green, represent times of low risk, which are the best times to purchase Chainlink, and the warmer colors, like yellow, orange, and red, represent times of high risk, which are the best times to sell Chainlink. So with Chainlink dumping recently, Chainlink's risk level has dropped to 0.05, which still signifies that buying Chainlink today is still considered low risk, not financial advice. Today, I wanted to bring your guys' attention to the red peak regression line. If we take a look at the last cryptocurrency bull market, we can see that Chainlink tagged the red peak regression line 3 times. The first 2 times Chainlink tagged the red peak regression line were back in June of 2019 and August of 2020, and Chainlink on both those instances printed a green risk level. And the third time Chainlink tagged the red peak regression line was back in May of 2021, and Chainlink printed an orange risk level. We can see a very similar setup in this current bull market. Chainlink printed its first green risk level, tagging the red peak regression line back in March of 2024. Chainlink then printed its second green risk level, tagging the red peak regression line on December of 2024. So if history has a chance of repeating itself, Chainlink should be tagging the red peak regression line one more time this bull market and print a yellow, orange, or red higher risk level. That would be our opportunity to sell and take profits on our Chainlink positions. From a time-based perspective, if this cryptocurrency market cycle is going to end like previous cryptocurrency market cycles, Chainlink and the rest of the cryptocurrency market should top out in Q3 to Q4 of this year, which should land Chainlink at roughly $300 per coin. Now let's close things off with the Elliott Wave count. So nothing much has changed. Price is still following and reacting positively to our long-term wave count. I am still expecting an impulsive move out of this multi-year sideways trading range to new all-time highs. We still need waves 3, 4, and 5 in green to complete our overshooting blue B wave. The targets for an overshooting B wave typically span between the 1.236 to 1.382 Fibonacci levels, which span between $92 to $131. Some micro adjustments might have to be made to the current green wave 3 expansion to the upside should Chainlink see a deeper pullback over the next few weeks. But overall, the long-term bullish wave count has remained intact over the past few months, and in my opinion, will remain intact for the rest of the bull market. All right, that's all I got for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.